Going into the song Iowa.
Oh boy. Well, for those of you who didn't catch the question was, what was the thought process going into recording the song Iowa? Well, as I've said before, I'm a little unbalanced, to put it lightly. I can take myself and put myself in several very strange situations, kind of like in Wait and Bleed. But Iowa was really the chance to take it even further. Basically, Iowa is about spending time with a corpse. Don't judge me. Just doing beautiful, fucked up things to it. And it's not like I was setting out to write a song like that. That's what the music really just fucking, pointed me in the direction towards, I, half the time, take my cues from what the music is making me feel instinctually. And that song, musically alone, is just so fucking creepy and heavy that it makes you just want to punch nuns and babies. So instead of doing that, I just wrote a song about playing with dead things, basically. So that's basically it. And then, obviously, I was a little fucked up when I recorded it, stripped naked. I wish you could have seen Clown's face. He was in the fucking control room, and there's like this little window in the fucking control room, and I just started taking it off. And he's just like... I only sang the song twice, to be honest, and in doing that twice, I broke like every piece of glass that I could find, and then started cutting myself up. And you can hear me actually on the recording doing that. Like you can hear me like with every cut, with every scream. Like it was almost like method at that point, like I wanted to go so fucking deep into it that I was willing to go past the point of no return, but I wanted to do it to myself, And I got done, and I'm basically cleaning myself up, and Clown just comes in, and this is coming from Clown, okay? One of the most fucked up individuals I've ever met. And he just... Shh. Obviously, you're just waking up. I need you to go ahead and just go back to sleep. He looks me right in the fucking face, and he just goes, Taylor, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, this coming from the guy who shits in his hand and throws it at us. Go fuck yourself. So that's that. You know what? I'm gonna call on you, because you're out of your fucking mind. What do you got for me?
What is your relationship with your father?
What is my relationship with my father? That's a good question. For those of you who don't know, I pretty much spent my entire life without a father. And I didn't meet him until I was 30 years old. And the first time I talked to him, I was in South America, doing a tour with Slipknot on the Volume 3 cycle. And I got on the phone with him, and we talked for about 45 minutes, and it was really too fucking heavy for me to process at the time. I'd spent my entire life thinking that my father didn't want to be a part of my life, and only to find out that for whatever reason he was forced to stay out of my life. Which, honestly, it wouldn't have stopped me, but you make your choices at the end of the day. My father went on to join the Navy, and was in the Navy for about 25 years. He had 2 sons and another daughter with 2 other people, which makes me the big brother. which is very weird. Because they're all like, first of all, they look nothing like me. My oldest younger brother, Brian, actually worked in military intelligence. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, really. Like, I mean, I'm not like a huge like military guy or whatever, but I'm like, really? Is there anything you can't tell me? He goes, yes. Like, ooh. So if I ask you a series of questions, you can neither confirm nor deny that. My second brother, John Anthony, actually works on helicopters and basically rebuilds engines for fucking helicopters, which is rad. I'm like, where the fuck did all of this come from? I didn't get any of that. I can't rebuild a bicycle. You fuck, chain comes off, son, you're on your own, man. There's grease. It's, boo, fuck that. And then my younger sister, Adrian, is actually finishing up college, which is just another boot to the taint for me. I couldn't even handle high school, for fuck's sake. So I'm looking at my younger fucking siblings from my dad's side, just going, fuck. But then they're looking at me like, are you fucking stupid? Look at what you have. And I'm like, but I want to rebuild helicopters. So it's been a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways, you know? There's a certain comfort that you grow into once you hit your mid-20s that, you know what, you're just not going to know. So you start building yourself for yourself. You don't have the past. You don't have the track record to go off of. You've got to become your own man, basically. And, which is what I did, basically. And then when I met my father, I realized that we have a lot of things in common, but we're also very different people. And it was hard, you know? Like, we never really, like, we're close, but we're not. He's got his life, I've got mine. And when they cross, it's amazing. But we don't go out of our way to look for each other because he's always working, I'm always working. And that's something I'm really sad about, you know? But I've also used that to make sure that I'm extremely close to my kids. You know, I'm not gonna ever let my fucking kids grow up the way I fucking grew up. And the stronger I can be and the more I can fucking keep to that promise, then I'm doing my job, basically. So, there you go.